Welcome back to the Bobby Brown and Stephen Plofker Gym. We're live in Boston for the season finale of the NUMAC men's basketball season. Emerson has a 38-27 lead over Wheaton. I'm Sam DeCoste alongside Evan Sherrard. Evan, this first half has been all about the seniors and all about the three-pointers.
Yes, it has, and we've seen the grad student Vince Kahn knock down 2, career-high 6 points, Max Davis with 2, James Beckwith with 2, Trevor McLean with 1, and of course DiCenzo with 1 as well. He's the leading scorer. Lots of threes, great action from the seniors and the grad student, and let's see what we've got in the store for the second half.
One of the biggest shockers of the first half is that Jared Houston is scoreless at halftime. Who saw that coming?
I don't think anyone saw that coming. It's been an excellent game plan so far from Wheaton, disrupting him on the boards, and we'll see what they do in the second half, if they can continue that, or if Emerson has managed to game plan to change things here.
Ready for the second half to start from the Bobby Brown and Stephen Plofker Gym. As Wheaton resume play, 20 minutes to go from Boston. Emerson lead by 11 as Carlisle has the ball again. And Carlisle, he was the threat to the game as he gets the ball here, puts up the contested layup, gets his own rebound, slings it to Williams. Williams finds space, guarded by Houston, and that's too far. He hustles for the rebound. Back-to-back offensive rebounds. As the ball goes wary, Lima saves it. Carlisle recovers. Thayer for a perimeter 3, bounces off, and Emerson finally fall on the rebound. It's DiCenzo.
And despite the excellent effort from everybody on Wheaton to keep possession going,
that's a James Beckwith 3 to get the second half started and extend Emerson's lead back to 14. Tie for the largest lead of the game so far. Here's Thayer. It's Lima. Carlisle puts the move on Waterhouse. Ball is fumbled. Houston comes in on defense. And it's a Wheaton foul. Emerson will get the ball back. Now, Evan, we're talking about Carlisle at the top of the show, the NUMAC's highest scorer. Only 4 points in this first half. Emerson have been outstanding shutting him down.
Yes, and in this game, it's not just him. It's the stars on both sides. Houston has struggled scoring, and so has Waterhouse, 1 for 10 from the field. We'll see what they do in this second half as Waterhouse gets it down low.
Waterhouse finds himself loose. McLean finds himself loose, and he sinks the three-pointer. Trevor McLean has been on fire today.
And it's been all about the three-pointers today, especially in the difference of this game. 7 more threes made by Emerson.
That's their 9th of the game. Thayer bounce pass to Williams. Williams, a lot of bodies in the paint as the whistle goes, and it'll be inbounded by Wheaton. Emerson opened the second half now up 44-27. A 17-point lead, largest of the game. Carlisle has the ball on Beckwith. And Carlisle's shot doesn't fall, and Houston rebounds again. That's his 6th rebound of the game, still looking for his first score. As Beckwith has it from the NUMAC. Guarded by Carlisle. Beckwith has Houston looking for those first points on the layup, and that one bounces out, and Williams rebounds. They're trying to get Houston going earlier in the second half.
Yes, they are, and I would keep going to him. He's shown in too many games that he's a consistent threat from down low.
Cook bounce pass to Williams. Houston plays defense, but a whistle goes on Houston, and Williams will have 2 free throws.
And right there, close to another block for Houston, but a little too much body caught by his hand. And instead, 2 free throws for Williams.
Williams 2 for 3 from the stripe so far in the game, and he'll have 2 more attempts. The first one is no good. That makes him 2 for 4 on the game. He'll have a second attempt here.
And we talked about at the top of the show, someone stepping up to match the production of Waterhouse and Houston. So far, neither of them have produced very well, but DiCenzo's got 11, Beckwith's got 9, and obviously Vince Kahn's got 6 as well. And we talk about bench points especially. There have been no bench points so far from Wheaton, whereas there have been at least 14 from Emerson, with Kahn hitting those huge threes.
We talked about at the top of the show as well, the free throw proficiency, and so far we've only seen 7 free throw attempts. The only 2 misses coming from Wheaton, coming from Aaron Williams He has all 5 free throw attempts for Wheaton. We knew, and Emerson knew going into the game, that Wheaton were the top free throw shooting team in the NUMAC. They haven't had much action from the stripe today at all.
No, they haven't, and I think it's time to start driving to the basket and leaning on that skill. They're down 44-28 here, and the best way to get back in is by stopping the clock, getting to the free throw line, and getting some easy points.
Aaron Williams for the Wheaton Lions leads both teams in scoring with 14, as McLean has the ball now. Houston gets it to Waterhouse, and he feeds that up. Houston gets the rebound. Houston going for the second chance points, but a whistle goes. A defensive foul on Wheaton.
And right there we saw a better possession that time from Emerson, and of course Jared Houston getting that rebound with 2 men on him.
And now Houston's chance to get on the board today with 2 free throw attempts. And Houston's on the board. That's his first point of the game. Shooting 66.7% from the free throw line this year. Here's free throw attempt number 2. And that one just falls out. Williams falls on the rebound, slows the play down, and Carlisle gets on the ball. The highest scorer in the NUMAC, held to 4 points today. Here's Thayer, guarded by Beckwith. The size mismatch. Thayer tries to exploit it, and there comes Houston out of nowhere with the block. Houston retained possession. Wheaton retained possession. Thayer goes up, surrounded by White, including Houston. But another foul was called, and Houston can't believe it.
And we see both Thayer and Houston frustrated after that play. Thayer will be shooting 2, and now we see Wheaton getting to the line, and that's what they're going to need to do more of here in the second half to get back in the game.
Thayer shooting 81.5% from the line this year. His first free throw. He sinks that one. His second attempt. 2 for 2 for Thayer, and that gets Wheaton to 30.
And now the 2 impact players for Wheaton both have 10-plus points in Thayer and Williams.
Back with Beckwith. He has 9 on the game. Bounces it inside to Houston. Houston looking. He's on Williams, but he's going for it all himself, and he gets it. Jared Houston delivers with his first field goal of the game.
And now Houston might begin to cook as he's scored.
And that's a big confidence booster going up against Williams. Getting the points on him. Here's Lima, turns on the Jets, guarded by DiCenzo as he goes to the ground. DiCenzo falls on it. Houston on the fast break. Carlisle stops it. McLean for a deep 3. McLean's third 3 of the game.
And he's knocked down 2 in a row.
3 threes for McLean on senior day. It's a 20-point game, as the answer does not go from Carlisle. DiCenzo is on it, puts the spin move on Lima. DiCenzo fumbles possession on the ground. It finds its way with Houston, and now Carlisle has it. Williams gets it back. Williams driving, surrounded by Emerson defenders, and the foul was called, and that'll send him to the line.
And in a game so fast-paced with a deficit of 20 points, Wheaton certainly wants to get to the basket as frequently and as often as possible. And here they are again, Williams shooting 2 more.
Williams is 3 for 5 on the game so far. Make that 4 for 6. That cuts it into a 19-point game with 15:54 to go in the second half in the NUMAC regular season. And Williams' second free throw is good. Make it 5 of 7 for Williams today and an 18-point game.
And now he's already matched his total last time out against Emerson with 16 points.
Back with Vince Kahn. McLean for another 3, and he sinks it again. You can't stop Trevor McLean today. That's 4 3-pointers for him on senior day.
And even with the 2-3 defense pulled right in his face, that's not open. That's not an open shot. It's not a good shot. But for him, it goes down because he's on fire.
The heat check pulls off for him as the layup goes in for Alex Carlisle. Make that 6 points for him. Finally passing his total from the last game, in which he also scored only 4 points. Con to Davis, who's back in the game. Houston calling for it. It's back with Con. Houston with the bounce pass to Waterhouse, and that's a pretty finish from Waterhouse and a great pass from Houston.
And that just makes a coach smile and clap. Excellent movement, great outlet pass.
Phenomenal team basketball from the Lions. Cook drives on the outside on Con, and that is delivered nicely. Here's Davis. Emerson lead by 19. Davis pulls in Con. Con has McLean. Will he go for another heat check? Whistle goes, and that's going to be Wheaton possession as 3 subs come in for Wheaton as Williams and Lima come out, as well as Cook. Evan, without Williams on the court, you have to imagine it's Jared Houston time.
Yes, I do. I think they'll do the same thing that Wheaton did when Houston came out of the game. Attack the paint.
Thayer to Murphy. Bubar has it, and the pass inside to Carlisle, and there's another basket for Carlisle. And already matching his first half total with 4 points in the first 6 minutes of the second half. McLean back with it. Now Houston. Davis gets the screen from Houston. Davis turns on the Jets, plays it up with the right. Fight for the rebound is won by Carlisle. Can Wheaton stack some momentum here as Carlisle lays that up, and that's a beautiful finish from Carlisle. And all of a sudden he has 10. 15-point game. Sam Manganello ready to enter the game.
And now they go to the post.
Houston slings it out, the no-look pass. And it's Beckwith for 3. No good. It's Davis for 3, excuse me. As the whistle goes, Wheaton will get the ball back. Emerson going on a bit of a scoring drought, and Wheaton are turning it on at the right time.
Yes, they are, and Wheaton has just subbed in. Of course, obviously, we see Carlisle on the court, but also Ty Murphy, who scored 20 points, a career high, the freshman, last game. We'll see what he can do here in the second half, and if Wheaton gets back in this game, he might have something to do with it.
Houston exits. We see Beckwith and Fabrizio back in the contest. Here's on the ball now. Bubar passes it. It's Carlisle. Guarded by Waterhouse. Carlisle with the contested mid-range layup. No good. And recovered by Max Davis. 13 minutes left. Beckwith for the mid-range jumper. And that falls short. Rebounded by Fabrizio. And there goes Steven Fabrizio. That's a career high for him. 4 points for him. And Emerson get back up 17.
And that was just all about effort. An excellent rebound.
And left all alone inside. Sam Manganello responds with his layup of his own. Still in a 15-point game. Here's James Beckwith. He has 9. Looking for more. He puts it up, and that's 11 for Beckwith. A beautiful finish from him.
And that was not open either. That was just a tough finish.
James Beckwith great in open space. Also led the NUMAC from 3 as a freshman, shooting 47%. There's Carlisle. And the ball goes up from Bubar. It's blocked, and Davis comes running with the ball. Davis puts on the moves. Davis puts the ball up, and it's no good. Fabrizio is looking for the dunk. Whistle goes. The basket will not count as we see Trevor Arico ready to enter the game. And Duncan Bubar looks to be coming out.
And how about Fabrizio's impact just in the past couple minutes as he's coming now out towards the sideline. And in the absence of Houston, he has been excellent with that awesome play.
We've seen a lot more of Steven Fabrizio in the last few games. 16 minutes over the last 2 games. It's a season high over the course of the season and already setting a new season high with some points in the second half today. 11:57 to go in the second half. Emerson lead 59-42 in senior day, the season finale to Emerson men's basketball season. Let's talk about Trevor McLean, because he leads the Lions with 12 points in the game so far, including 4 3-pointers.
Yeah, and they've been attacking that 2-3 zone in the corner, and he has been the benefactor of those looks, and he's been finishing them, and that's what's important. Getting the open look is not the same as finishing the open look, and he's been doing that all during the second half. 12 points goes to show for it. 4 for 6 from downtown, and so far he cannot be stopped.
Trevor McLean 4 for 6 from downtown, including a rebound and 2 assists. 12 points for him, leads the Emerson Lions, right ahead of Chad DiCenzo and James Beckwith, each with 11. Evan, only 12 minutes to go in this one, and for the NEWMAC regular season for Wheaton, this game is all about pride, but for Emerson, it's about going into the postseason, continuing that hot roll.
Yes, and so far they've learned a lot about themselves. I think they've seen what they can get from their players who aren't the stars, who aren't the Waterhouses, and who aren't the Houstons.
A deep heave from Beckwith to Vince Kahn, loses his defender, and that's a great finish from Vince Kahn. The awareness from Beckwith to get it down quickly.
And the excellent stop and go, the little pump fake to get the extra 2 points for Vince Kahn, now with 8.
Officials call a foul on Emerson. It's Carlisle who was fouled. Carlisle already has 6 points in the second half, only had 4 in the entire first half. And we know that if they're going to come back in this game and be competitive, it's going to be because of him. He wants it, but it goes to Bubar. Slings it outside to Manganello. Carlisle passes it to Murphy. Murphy for 3, over Kahn. Count that one.
And now the freshman starts to get his look. Tough 3 goes down, scored 20 the last game. Now he's got his first 3.
Beckwith has it. He's calling the shots. It's Fabrizio. Fabrizio, the give and go to Kahn. Kahn creating space. It's Kahn who puts that one up. That falls to the left, rebounded by Manganello, and here comes Carlisle, guarded by Arico. 16-point game. Manganello slings it outside. That's Ode who's dispossessed, and Max Davis comes on the fast break, slings it outside. James Beckwith for 3, counted for number 3. Emerson lethal from downtown this afternoon.
Beautiful fast break, 3 in the corner.
Emerson 48% from downtown this afternoon. Here's Bubar, he's locked down. Evan, that's 13 3-pointers and make it 50% from downtown on 26 attempts.
50% versus 28%, big difference, and that's been the difference in the game. Wheaton only 4 for 14 from beyond the arc, and right now Emerson is just shooting on go.
Duncan Bubar with 2 free throws now. He's shooting 68% from the line this year, and he has 2 attempts. The first one. That goes in and out as Evan Cook is subbed into the game for Patrick Ode. Free throw attempt number 2 for Bubar. That one is good. Evan, we have 4 free throw misses on the game so far, and 3 of them coming from Wheaton.
It's a bit uncharacteristic, isn't it? We talked about free throws before the game, and Wheaton being the best shooting team in the NEWMAC, struggling so far in this one.
18-point game as Max Davis turns on the Jets, goes to the ground, but Beckwith keeps it, slings it out. It's Arico, the quick thinking, and that's a whistle. And Emerson will retain possession. It's been rapid, quick ball movement from the Lions.
Yes, it has, and with a move like Beckwith's right there, clearly what made the play, that pump fake that got 2 guys to go to the left, and an excellent outlet for the free throw lines.
That's Trevor Arico from the line. He misses his first attempt of the game. Has a chance to get on the board with a make. There it is. And Evan, all lines that have taken the court for Emerson have all scored. Here's Carlisle out to Cook. Guarded by Beckwith. Manganello Back to Williams, looking to create some havoc inside, guarded by Fabrizio, and that's a whistle.
And as you said, all Emerson Lions that have touched the court have scored, and it just goes to show you they know how to beat a 2-3 zone. They've been finding that opening in the corner, firing away from deep, and they've been hitting those shots.
Emerson making some substitutions, including Jared Houston, who is back in the game. .9:56 to go from Boston. And in the regular season of the NEWMAC. Here's Williams again. We've seen him from the line all game long. This will be his 8th free throw attempt. He's 5 for 7 so far. And that one is good. Make that 17 for Aaron Williams.
And with that, he surpasses his total he had against Emerson last time out.
2 for 2 on that set. That's 34 points combined in both games against the Lions this year. Beckwith back on it. Houston playing some bully ball on Williams. Wants it all for himself, and he gets it all for himself.
And that's the Jared Houston we know. Let's see what he does in the rest of this game.
Murphy puts the spin move on Kahn. It's Cook back with Williams. Houston's on him, trying to go toe for toe against him, and Houston says no thank you.
And that is the impact of Jared Houston on both sides. Another block. Williams trying to match him. Denied.
Williams not afraid of Houston as he goes back right at him, and Williams prevails on that occasion. Make that 20 for Aaron Williams. What a showdown it's been between them two. Here's Eric Finch. Eric Pinch on the ball. It's Max Davis now. Whistle goes. Emerson will retain possession as the officials have a word with Bill Curley on the sidelines. 9:07 to go. Emerson leads 67-50 in the NEWMAC regular season finale. Emerson, as a reminder, are locked into the 3 seed in the playoff standings. They cannot climb in the standings or fall no matter what happens here today. And what appears to be an Emerson win. Emerson are 9:02 away from their 5th consecutive win to end the regular season.
And that will tie a season high, and that's just when you want the most momentum you have all season to be, right as you're entering the playoffs.
Emerson have also won 8 of their last 10 after a 2-2 start. See Jared Houston talking with the officials. He was held scoreless in the first half, already has 5 in the second. Going toe-to-toe with Aaron Williams, who leads the game for both teams with 20. That's Beckwith with a contested finish. That's no good, and Williams rebounds again. That's his 7th rebound of the game, including 20 points.
And as you said, Sam, watching Aaron Williams and Jared Houston go at it is some of the most fun. Big man bully ball.
Williams goes for the 3 over Houston. That one doesn't fall, and the rebound goes out. Last touch by Wheaton. Last touch by Owen Kibbe. Emerson will inbound. 8:40 left. Vince Kahn to inbound. The press coming from Wheaton as Davis sends Pinch and Kahn out. It's Davis on the ball. Waterhouse back in the game. Dinks it to Houston. Houston over Williams, and Houston's heating himself up.
Yes, he is, and he's starting to get back at Aaron Williams, who scored all those points earlier in this game.
Houston getting hungry. That's 7 points for him now. Kibbe passes out. It's Carlisle, slings it to Williams. He has space to shoot for 3. In the hands of Ty Murphy. Back to Evan Cook. Cook, great pass to Williams, and Williams with the great awareness, and he puts it in. That's 22 for Aaron Williams.
Unbelievable balance from the big fella.
Waterhouse with his back to the basket. Houston wants it. He's guarded by who else? Williams. Waterhouse does it all himself, and he puts it away too. Zach Waterhouse with the layup. That's 8 points for Waterhouse. 19-point game. Here comes the fast break from Evan Cook as the ball goes up with a whistle going. with the ball in the air. It appears it will be Wheaton ball. Vince Kahn called on the foul. Now we see Evan Cook going to the line today for 2 free throws, his first 2 of the game. And that one rattles in on the first try. Substitutions are made for both teams. Evan Cook going for his second free throw, shooting 66% from the stripe this year. And he's 100% today. That's 2 for 2 on that pair of free throws. Wheaton climbed within 17. 7.5 minutes left. Here's McLean. He has 12 today. All from behind the arc. Houston surrounded by blue, dispossessed by Lima. And the fast break from Evan Cook on Max Davis puts the move on, and that one rattles into the basket. Beautiful play from Wheaton.
Excellent finish from Captain Cook. Look at that awesome roll.
DiCenzo feeds it to McLean. Houston gets it again. It's Houston versus Williams. And Houston can't quite finish that one off. That rattles outside. Williams rebounds. And it's Ty Murphy on the ball. Plenty of game to go if you're Wheaton to get back in the game as the whistle goes. That's an offensive foul called on Wheaton. Ball fed to McLean. Emerson leads 71-56 with under 7 minutes remaining in the regular season. Waterhouse wants it. Ball's with Houston. Waterhouse gets it, guarded by Cook. Waterhouse backing down his defender. A whistle goes.
And it looks like they called it against Cook.
And they do. And the Wheaton bench is outraged.
And that was a physical play there. A good job by Waterhouse getting his back down position. And I'm assuming they called a block there on Cook.
Brian Walmsley, the head coach of the Wheaton Lions, is not happy with the officials. Now play resumes as Davis inbounds to Houston. On Williams, Davis loses his defender. Houston goes to the ground. Foul was called on Aaron Williams. That's been the battle today.
It has, and it's been scrappy between both of them. It's been excellent to watch inside the paint. Great blocks and great plays both ways.
Six and a half minutes to go. Emerson lead by 15. And Evan, even though Jared Houston only has 7 points, it's definitely an off day for him. Emerson is still running away with it.
Yes, and like I said, hitting your stride at the right time in the season. And today they're learning very important things to know about a championship level team. And what do you do when your star player is not scoring at the same level?
And there he is with a beautiful hook finish over Williams. That's 9 for Houston. But as we've been saying, it's been a complimentary day of team basketball from the Lions today. Everyone getting involved, mainly the seniors. And here's a 3 for Lima, and that's too far. Waterhouse rebounds.
And like you said, Sam, that is very important, especially if you're going to try and win a championship. You need everybody to be able to contribute when someone has an off night.
And Jared Houston, it's senior day for him as well. He averages a double-double in his career.
Yeah, it just speaks to the incredible talent and obvious size that he has, being able to grab consistent rebounds and score at will.
Chad DiCenzo now going to the line. He has 11 points on the game, none of which have come from the stripe. These will be his first 2 free throw attempts on the game. Chad's first free throw is good. Senior day for Chad DiCenzo as well. He's shooting 65% from the line, excuse me. And he's had a big-time performance today, stepping in for the injured Nate Martin.
Yes, and he's 1 point shy of his matchup last night, or the last time out, where he scored 14 points. And he's been great as well, contributing to when Houston and Waterhouse have struggled.
Here's Cook, spins on McLean. Cook drives inside. Ball movement from Wheaton. Carlisle stutter steps, deep three, bounces out. Rebounded by Kibbe. It's Williams looking for more on Davis and Houston. Houston rejects him again. It's Kibbe, feeds it back to Williams, and he finishes it off over Houston on the second try.
And how about the persistence of Aaron Williams today? He's had that happen multiple times where he's been told no right at the rim, gets a second chance, and puts away the tough finish.
If you give him more chances, he's going to finish it one way or the other. That's 24 points for Aaron Williams and 9 rebounds.
And he's nearing that 30-point mark, which he's hit twice before this season.
DiCenzo back on the line. He just went 2 for 2 on his last set of free throws. He has 2 more. He sinks the first one. That's 3 of 3 now for him.
And now he's matched his last total versus MIT with 14.
And he couldn't quite pass it with point number 15 on that attempt. That one's no good. Emerson 7 of 10 from the line today. Shooting 70%. That ball is fumbled by Evan Cook, recovered by Houston, and Houston turns it right back over before the whistle goes. The foul was called on Jared Houston.
And we almost saw him try and draw a charge there, and if he pulled that off, that would have been pretty cool, especially with the stop and play right there. A quick turn in momentum, having to pivot and stop right there. Just wasn't able to that time.
5 minutes to go. 2 free throws from Lima. His first one is good. And that's Lima's first point of the game. We've been calling his name a lot today, but we haven't seen him actually get on the box score yet until now. And that's 2 for 2 for him now.
And he's had some good looks, especially early in the game, a couple threes that were just off the mark, and I'm surprised they haven't gone to him a little bit more as this game's continued.
It is senior day here at Emerson College, and while not every senior is in action today, let's talk about number 1, Nate Martin. He's not playing today, suffered a hand injury, but he has been an instrumental part of what the Lions have done, including a NUMAC championship in his freshman year. Nate Martin has had a sensational season as well.
And we talk about the awesome plays he's had throughout his career, the buzzer beaters, just the clutch shots, averaging 11.5 points per game. It's very sad that he doesn't get to play today, but it's awesome to give him recognition.
In his last 4 games, Nate Martin's had 50 points combined, including shooting 17 of 39 field goal attempts. Nate Martin has had a sensational end to the season, helping drive this late season push for the Emerson Lions as they look for their 5th straight win going into the postseason. With 5 minutes to go, Emerson are looking good. They're looking like they're coasting to a 5th straight win. What are you looking for the last 5 minutes for Emerson to finish it off?
Well, I'm looking to see some more Vince Kahn. I'd love to see him get some more action, maybe get into the double digits. And obviously, we want to look to more of the same good ball movement. We want to see more good possessions as they're going to get ready to go into the playoffs.
Could also look to slow down Aaron Williams, who has a double-double for the Wheaton Lions so far, 24 and 10, as Max Davis has it now.
You also want to make sure that you don't coast too much. You don't want to give up 16 points here in the next 5 minutes as you score none.
Houston comes up with the rebound, and that one is a beautiful finish, and that's double digits for Jared Houston. A slow first half, 11 second half points for him.
And he's just 2 rebounds away from another double-double.
Williams, Houston's on him, tries to spin away from him, and he does. And there he goes again. Aaron Williams, he's been unstoppable today.
And before the show, we were kind of talking about whether the size of Jared Houston would really play a factor into his production, and so far it hasn't. He has been unafraid to go inside.
It hasn't mattered. Here's Waterhouse, back to Houston. Going for the response. He slings it out to Davis. Max Davis for 3. It's good. Max Davis delivers. That's Emerson's 14th three-pointer of the game as Carlisle has it. To Lima, to Cook. Back to Carlisle. That's 10 points for Carlisle today. The step back three from him, and that's in and out.
And when Carlisle's on, he's on, but he's not on tonight, unfortunately, for Wheaton. And those are the shots he usually hits. And when he scored 46 points earlier this season, he was making those.
That's the end one for Chad DiCenzo. Loses his defender, puts it up with the layup, and gets fouled. That's another free throw attempt for him. That could be a three-point play for the Lions.
And Sam, that's a season high for Chad DiCenzo, breaking his last game's total of 14 with 16 and now possibly 17 with a free throw here at the line.
DiCenzo to make it a three-point play right here. 3 for 4 from the line today. And make it 4 for 5, and that right there, 31 combined points for Chad DiCenzo over the last 2 games. How big has he been in the place of Nate Martin?
Well, he has stepped up, and that is what you need from a championship team. If Chad DiCenzo continues to produce the way he does, you could be looking at new MAC champion Chad DiCenzo.
A foul was called, and we will see Wheaton go to the line again. Trevor McLean is called on the foul. That's his first of the game. And Evan Cook goes back to the line. He is 2 for 2 so far. As we see, the free throws are mounting up in the second half. It was very quiet in the first.
Yes, they are. And McLean, we talk about him as well. He's got 12 points so far with 4 threes, and last game out, he only had 3 points.
Going to see the second free throw attempt from Evan Cook. And that one goes in, as you also saw Emerson sub in Eric Pinch, one of the other seniors on this team, getting some action. He hasn't played much basketball this season. This is only his 5th game played, but also getting his recognition and getting his minutes on senior day. As the turnover is forced, Williams puts that one in, and there goes Williams again.
And he's just that much closer to 30 points.
But Evan, let's talk about Eric Pinch. He's getting his 5th game so far this season, getting some action in on senior day.
Yes, and I'd love to see him get a look in the corner against that 2-3 zone, maybe get a 3 up there. And obviously, if it goes down, we should hear this place erupt. That would be excellent.
3 minutes left in the regular season. Emerson lead 84-66 as Vince Kahn now goes to the line.
And it's a chance to break double digits for him.
That one is good. That's his first free throw attempt of the game. He'll have his second right here. Two for 2 for Vince Kahn. That's 10 points for him today. We've seen a complete performance on offense from this Emerson Lions team today.
We have. Everybody has been scoring at will. Excellent dissection of the defense. And how about Vince Kahn? A spark plug for this team and 10 points on senior day as a grad student. Just an excellent story.
Evan Cook passes inside, and a great finish from Tarmo Tari. That's his first action of the game and his first finish. As Eric Pinch on the ball now. Tries to put the stutter move on Evan Cook, but he did not take the bait. Puts the spin move on McLean, back to Williams, gets Waterhouse on the jump, and he finishes it off. That's 30 points for Aaron Williams.
And that's something that he's been capable of all year. He's done it twice before, and he does it for his 3rd time this season in the finale.
16-point game, 2 minutes to go. Here's McLean. He has 12. Guarded by Williams, and he's called on the foul. And that'll be 2 free throws from McLean. All 12 of McLean's points today have come from behind the arc, and now will have a chance to get them from the free throw stripe. Shooting 57% on free throws this season. That one is good. Now the second free throw going up. McLean is 2 for 2, and Emerson have laid on 88 points with 2 minutes to go. This is the highest scoring team in the new MAC this year, 81 points per game, and they're putting on a show once again today.
and they're going to need to keep doing it as they enter the playoffs. It's an excellent statement to make right before you enter, getting their 5th straight win, tying a season high, and running on all cylinders.
That's 5 Emerson Lions with double digits so far today. Carlisle passes it. Great ball movement, fast ball movement. The 3 goes up from Cook. That's no good, and Houston rebounds. That's 11 rebounds for him. It's a double-double for him as Eric Pitch puts that one up. Eric Pitch's first field goal of the season on senior day.
And as we said, the place would erupt, and it did. 2 points on a reverse layup. Beautiful.
That mid-range jumper is no good, and Eric Pitch on the rebound. Great no-look pass from him to Houston. He feeds it back to Eric Pitch. Pitch goes for 3. That's too far. This place is ready to erupt if that went in. Just over a minute to go. Emerson lead by 20. But it's becoming the Eric Pitch show from Boston. Here's Tom Watari to Carlisle, smothered by McLean, and he's fouled. 67 seconds to go as McLean is subbed down. That might be his last game action. Out comes Jared Houston. Maybe his last game action as a Lion in front of the home fans. He comes out as Carlisle shoots 2 free throws.
And while he didn't score particularly on par with his season totals, he was still a factor on the boards, and he made some impact plays and scored over 10 points in the second half. A good second half from him. And again, with Emerson, they scored 90 points in their past 2 games.
And Zach Waterhouse exits as well. Another senior, another NUMAC champion from his freshman year. Second free throw attempt. That one is good. Carlisle sinks his pair of free throws. That's 12 points for him today. A combined 16 points over the last 2 games for the highest scorer in the NUMAC. But Emerson have done an outstanding job of smothering him on defense today, stopping him, and now we see Brian Lupianez on the ball.
And we see some freshmen in the game for Emerson with Lucas Brenner and Leo Kagan.
Lupianez for 3, that one doesn't go. Rebounded by Jaden Keller. That whistle goes on that play with Keller on the ball. And he'll go to the line now. We've seen the free throws become a factor in the second half, and we've seen Wheaton shoot 85% from the line today. We've seen them at their best from the stripe today.
Yes, and earlier they struggled a little bit, and they've been hot in the second half. They've shot well, and they've shot on par with what they have during the season, but they haven't shot enough free throws to keep them in this game.
And that one's good. 40 seconds to go in this one. Deep heave from half court, and that's going to be a 3-point attempt, and that one is sunk.
Freshman.
Another 3-pointer, and the freshman getting some action now.
Freshman to freshman, Brenner to Kagan, 3 in the corner.
It's all about the freshmen on senior days. That one goes up. That one is good. 28 seconds to go in the season, and the shot clock has been turned off. Here's Eric Pitch surrounded by blue, but it doesn't matter. He gets away. He escapes, slings it out. Pitch has it again. Is it freshman day or senior day?
Who knows?
10 seconds to go, and it appears Emerson will run out the clock with Lupianez. 5 seconds to go, and that's going to do it for the regular season. Emerson win their 5th straight game, going into the playoffs. The number 3 seeded Emerson Lions with a 93-76 victory over the Wheaton Lions to end the regular season. And NUMAC and Emerson will go into the NUMAC playoffs as the number 3 seed. They will play the number 2 seeded Babson Beavers on Thursday night at 7 p.m. That'll be a great game, Nevin.
Yes, it should. And Emerson now 10-4 in the conference, 17-6 overall. They just saw what they can get when their 2 top players aren't having their best night. And if they can do this, repeat this performance every game during the playoffs, we might be looking at a NUMAC champion.
We may be looking at the NUMAC champions going into the playoffs. Emerson spearheading a phenomenal 93-76 win thanks to 15 3-pointers against the Wheaton Lions today. That ends our coverage of the NUMAC regular season for the Emerson men's basketball team. Thank you for watching us all season long. For Everett Sherrard, I'm Sam DeCoste signing off from the Bobby Brown and Stephen Plofker gym. Final score Emerson 93, Wheaton 76. Thank you for watching Emerson Channel Sports this season.